Hey everybody, it's 4:20 p.m. here at the Howling Moon Studios in Northern California. It's a kind of inclement day today. It's been nicer, but it's clouding over and we're going to have more rain, which is actually a really good thing. We've had rain, I think, 3 days in a row, and it suggests that fire season may be over in this part of California, which would be welcome because this is a year where we've dodged a bullet. I mean, massive bullets, maybe a hail of bullets. And, you know, having had just brutal fires each the prior 3 years, this is one where at least our part of California has had less than recent amounts of fire. And if the rains have started, then that means that we have a few months before fire season starts again, which is, again, that's as good as the news can be. So thank goodness for that. Anyway, I'm back. I'm psyched to be here. It's already been a long day. I was up early this morning. Ali Velshi sent a note last night and asked me if I could come on this morning and talk about all the new whistleblower revelations, which, you know, the problem with that show is that it's, you know, it requires getting up at 5 in the morning, which is not a time of day when I'm at my best, but it's important to, you know, to help people understand what's going on. And again, this whistleblower is a big deal because what she's done is to take the conversation away from the BS discussion we were having about free speech and who gets to talk to what I think are the real issues, which are Facebook's culture and the business model. And both of those things are actually not just Facebook issues. It's just Facebook is the worst offender today. But if you may recall that when Alex Jones was deplatformed by Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, people breathed a huge sigh of relief, but it took about 30 seconds before there were 1,000 would-be Alex Jones competing for his place. So relative to disinformation conspiracy theories, getting rid of them didn't really help. And I think that would be the situation with Facebook as well. So we really have to think broader and go after the big problems. And that the beauty of what Frances Haugen has done is to show people that these issues are systemic. She's focused on Facebook, but it doesn't take much imagination to appreciate how broad this stuff goes. I said that better right there than I did at 5 this morning, but, you know, you do what you can do. Anyway, I'm going to try a bunch of stuff I don't normally do. Station. No gold pavements, tired starlings, silver horses run down moonbeams in your dark eyes. Twilight smiles on your leaving, my contentment. You said no strings could secure you at the station. Restless diesel, goodbye window. I walked into such a sad time at the station. As I walked out, felt my whole need just beginning. I wait in the queue when the trains come back. I waited for you to shine. Have you seen the old man outside the closed down market, kicking up paper with his worn out shoes? In his eyes you see no pride, and held loosely by his side yesterday's paper, telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me that you're lonely? Say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Have you seen the old girl who walks through the streets of London, dirt in her hair, her clothes all in rags? She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home in two carrier bags. So how can you tell me that you're lonely, and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. In the all-night cafe at 11:15, same old man a-sitting on his own, looking at the world over the rim of his teacup. Each tea lasts an hour, then he wanders home alone. So how can you tell me that you're lonely, and say for you that the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission, memory fading with the metal ribbons that he wears? In our winter city, the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me that you're lonely? Don't say for you that the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. I think about that song a lot as I read these stories about cities that are, making their park benches less comfortable so people can't sleep on them, or, the people being harassed in the subway or underneath bridges and viaducts because they don't have a home. And it just seems to me to be a major failing of society that we're unable to acknowledge that our economic system is not one that provides equal opportunity. And therefore, some people are going to be on the pointy end of the stick because the system is designed to put some people at the pointy end of a stick. And if we're not willing to take care of them, then we have to ask questions about the kind of people we are. So I think the answer to that question should be, well, we're better than we're acting right now, but, we're going to have to show it. This is also a song about that. Thousands of people in Washington Square come out to be part of a dream where fairness and justice are not just for people like me. Thousands in line for a selfie, a pinky with each little girl, coming together to take back a vision gone wrong. Internet titans and Wall Street tycoons with money and power and greed, they have nothing we want anymore, nothing we want anymore. I want to follow her lead now, I'm drawn to the words of her song. Tell those patriarch bullies to pack up their bags, they've led us astray for too long. Put the woman in charge, please. It's time to try something new. There's nothing to fear. The future is here. It's ours if we make it true. Too many people for too many years denied the fruits of their dreams. Stuck in a world that works just for people like me. Powerful villains with ego and greed and fantasies too sick for words, enabled by lawyers and buddies with money to burn. Their victims were scared into silence till a miracle finally occurred. Some villains are going to jail now, some villains are going to jail. I want to follow her dream now, I'm drawn to the words of her song. Tell those patriarch bullies to pack up their bags, they've led us astray for too long. Put the woman in charge, please, it's time to try something new. There's nothing to fear, the future is here, it's ours if we make it true. Millions of people all over the world protest a dangerous fool who favors a world that works just for people like him. Millions of voices beg to be heard, equality, fairness, and love. Values we once took for granted are melting away. Marching is just the beginning. From Hong Kong to San Juan to here, we cannot stand back anymore. We cannot stand back anymore. I want to follow her dream now, I'm drawn to the words of her song. Tell those patriarch bullies to pack up their bags, they've led us astray for too long. Put the woman in charge, please. It's time to try something new. There's nothing to fear. The future is here and it's ours if we make it true. today. Time has come today. I really like the way Chloe does this song, and so it's sort of stuck with me, and I want to try it myself. Times are hard, you're afraid to pay the fee, so you find yourself somebody who can do the job for free. When you need a bit of loving, 'cause your man is out of town, that's the time you get me running. You know I'll be around. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah. I don't wanna do your dirty work no more. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah. Light the candle, put the lock upon the door. You have sent the maid home early, like 1,000 times before. Like the castle in its corner in a medieval game, I foresee terrible troubles. I stay here just the same. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah. I don't wanna do your dirty work no more. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, oh yeah. To do your dirty work, oh yeah. I don't want to do your dirty work no more. I'm a fool to do your dirty work, no yeah. So I should update you on the Moon Owls front. So for those of you who have maybe not been tuning in for a little while, we're going back to Moon Alice is the name of the band. After much deliberation, our new record label network and the PR people made a really obvious point that we had neglected, which is that our website is moonalice.com. Our Facebook page is Moon Alice. Our YouTube channel is Moon Alice. Our Twitter thing is Moon Alice. Our Instagram thing is Moonhouse. Our presence on Spotify is Moonhouse. Our presence on Apple Music is Moonhouse. Therefore, it was going to be a lot easier to be Moonhouse. So the question got asked to the band. Everybody looked around. Like, it took 2 seconds. Everyone went, okay, we're Moonhouse. So guess what? We're Moonhouse again. Anyway, the label folks are really cool. And they're, I mean, I don't know what it's like working anywhere else, but I really enjoy these people. And we're spending a lot of time doing things that feel really productive. And the trick at the end of the day is that we're going to have to build a community around us on Spotify, on Apple Music, and on Amazon. And, the best way to do that is for everybody who likes the band to just share the music widely and encourage people to go there. And the reason that matters is that if we can get a little flywheel going, if we can work with other bands with similar overlapping fan bases, that the way the algorithms work, we can wind up spreading our music much faster and much better without the damage of doing it on Facebook or Instagram. And so, I mean, we're not going to be able to abandon Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, but these things will all work. I mean, they'll work pretty effectively for growing the band if we do this right. And Network, which is the name of the label, they're really into this idea, and they're into building a whole community of, bands that have similar fan bases. Obviously, they'd love to get some people who are bigger than us, and we're going to help them do that if we can. But it's the first song, anyway, is going to come around Thanksgiving, so a little bit more than a month from now. And it'll be interesting because we're going to put out a single version of Time Has Come Today. And Dave Way he's done a masterful job of it. It's really pretty incredible. We'll also be putting out the full-length version, which is on our website now, but this version you haven't heard before, and it's pretty epic. And, he managed to squeeze a tremendous amount of energy into 4 minutes. And, because it turns out on streaming, if a song's too long, people abandon it, go on to something else. So it's kind of really helpful to have songs that they play all the way through. And, the best way to do that is not have the song be too long. Be great, but not too long. And the song after that will be Woo Woo. And then, I'll keep the rest a surprise. But it'll be like single EP, so 6 songs. And then single EP, then an album of the 12 songs. And then we'll do the same thing again. And it's really, it's a trip to go into this new domain. It really is different. And, none of us knows anything about it, so we're learning a ton. And we're literally going to have a call on Friday in which everybody, the band, pretty much everybody who works around us is going to be on this thing. And Network's going to explain to all to everybody and solicit good ideas, and we'll see where it goes. So that's fun. And you guys can help, right? If each one of you can get a couple people to like us and follow us on whatever music streaming package they use, that would be amazing. If you can, join these things and like us and share it with people that would be amazing. And that's how it works, one person at a time, just like it worked on Facebook in the early days. I want to send this out to Janet Maslin. Gonna sit down in the kitchen, fix me something good to eat. Make my head a little high, make this whole day complete. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Well, pass it to me, baby, pass it to me slow. We'll take time out to smile a little before we let it go. Gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. Well, there ain't nothing to do. There's always room for more. Fill it, light it, shut up and close the door. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and cut a good buzz on. Gonna sit down in the kitchen, fix me something good to eat. Make my head a little high, make the whole day complete. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on every night and day. We're gonna lay around the shanty, mama, and put a good buzz on. When your mother sends back all of your invitations, and your father to your sister, he explained that you're tired of yourself and all of your creation. Won't you come see me, Queen Jane? Won't you come see me, Queen Jane? When all of the clowns that you have commissioned have died in battle or in vain, and you're tired of all this repetition, won't you come see me, Queen Jane? Won't you come see me, Queen Jane? When all of your advisors heave down their plastic at your feet to convince you of your pain, to prove that your conclusions should be more drastic, won't you come see me, Queen Jane? Won't you come see me, Queen Jane? When all of the bandits that you've turned your other cheek to lay down their bandanas and complain, and all you want is someone you don't have to talk to, won't you come see me, Queen Jane? Won't you come see me, Queen Jane? Won't you come see me, Queen Jane? So I don't know if any of you guys are baseball fans, but as you may know, Moon Alice includes many serious baseball fans who somehow have different teams. So this year's postseason has been, I think the best we can say, is tragic. The Giants, of course, who won more games than anybody in Major League Baseball, managed to get bounced in the division series by the Dodgers, who won the second most games. I mean, Dodgers are certainly a deserving team, but it was certainly incredibly disappointing that the Giants did not advance, and Barry, of course, and to a lesser extent, all of us are in mourning from that. Now, Dave Way, who's our engineer, he's a passionate Dodgers fan. So he's happier than we are, but his team is facing elimination now at the hands of the dreaded Atlanta Braves, and nobody on our team in our band is a fan of the Braves. In fact, several of us, particularly Jason and myself, cheer for other teams in the same division, so we really are Brave haters. And Dave's guys have not played as well against the Braves as they did against the Giants. And then the other league, just the absolutely hated Houston Astros have managed to sneak their way all the way through. And they triumphed over the Boston Red Sox in the championship series. And the Red Sox were a surprise. They were not supposed to get there. Tampa Bay was by a mile the best team that wasn't the Astros. And they were certainly expected to either play against the Astros or beat the Astros and go to the World Series as they did last year. But they got bounced in the division series by the underdog and completely surprising Red Sox, who then took 2 of the first 3 from Houston. Now, the reason everybody hates Houston is because in 2017 and 2019, they got caught cheating, and they were not punished because by the time they got caught, COVID hit, and so there were no fans. And so the Red Sox fans certainly gave them what for in Boston, but unfortunately the Astros gave them what for right back, and so that didn't turn out very well. And I'm pretty much for anybody but the Astros, and your mileage may vary, and that's fine. That's why it's called baseball. But the thing that was really astonishing and disappointing about the National League was that if you force ranked home plate umpires by how well they called the game, the bad ones are all the most senior umpires, and so they were managing in the playoffs. And in the Giant Dodger series, they had 3 of the 5 worst in the major leagues managing, officiating, I think, the first, third, and fifth games of that series, or first, third, and fourth, and it really showed. And it was too bad because you don't want the umpires deciding the outcome of games, and that happened numerous times in these playoffs. So that's too bad. But I like human umpires. I just think we should be able to have a couple times in the game when you can dispute a call and look at the thing and see where it was and go, you know what, that was actually a ball, or that was actually a strike, and reverse it. Because you don't want the Red Sox lost a game over just a dreadful call. And that shouldn't happen. Anyway, in honor of the Red Sox, and mostly in honor of the love of my life, Anne, this song here. Oh, good day. Felt your side of bed. The covers were still warm where you'd been laying. You were gone, gone, gone. My heart was filled with dread. You might not be sleeping here again. But it's alright, 'cause I love you. That's not gonna change. Run me wrong, make me hurt again and again. 'Cause I still sing your love song, written in the letters of your name. Brave the storm to come, for it surely looks like rain. Did you ever waken to the sound? Street cats making love. Guess from their cries you were listening to a fight. Well, you know, no, hate's just the last thing they're thinking of. They're only trying to make it through the night. I don't want to tie you down. I fancied you in the lines I might have drawn. It's just that I've gotten used to having you around. Landscape would be empty if you were gone. But it's alright, 'cause I love you. That's not gonna change. Run me round, make me hurt again and again. But I still sing your love song, written in the letters of your name. Brave the storm come, it surely looks like rain. Turning gray and it looks like rain and it feels like rain. Oh, the rain. Turning gray and it looks like rain, feels like rain. Whoa, the rain. Because of my activism, I spend more time than I should on Twitter, which is, in many ways, a really weird information ecosystem. Because the primary denizens of it, the people who get the most action out of it, fall into three categories: journalists, celebrities, and politicians, who all use it basically to amplify what they're doing. And so in a sense, I guess I fall into sort of the equivalent of the politicians, right? Because activists are basically in the political milieu. And the thing about Twitter that I find just breathtaking is the extraordinary self-confidence of the people who are on there, who, you know, I mean, one day everybody's an expert on the economy. The next day they're all experts on infectious diseases. And the day after that, they're experts on child psychology. And it's breathtaking how everybody's an expert on everything. And in my experience, it doesn't work that way. This is how it works. Some will climb a mountain in search of what is real. A few will find an answer and swear that it's ideal. But then there are the angry ones who cannot hear. A few will turn to violence and blanket us with fear. Is someone looking out for me, or are there UFOs? Everybody has an opinion, but nobody knows. Some who own glass houses throw stones while they shout. They preach a lot to others, often wrong but not in doubt. Is someone looking out for me, or are there UFOs? Everybody has an opinion, but nobody knows. What you believe and I believe may not be the same. Some accentuate our differences in order to inflame. What you believe and I believe are pebbles in the game. When we wake up in the morning, we're all the same. Is someone looking out for me, or are there UFOs? Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has an opinion, but nobody knows. If ever there were a time to be self-aware about one's ignorance, I think this is it. And sadly, I think it's exactly the opposite. I think most people think they got it figured out. And I look around and I go, wow, if you got this figured out, you're really smart. Because I find it deeply concerning and confusing. But there's one thing I know, that Ann wrote this song. Well, I wrote the chords, and then Ann turned it into a song. And Tracy Sheridan found it when we first released it, wrote a blog post about it, and has been one of our favorite people on earth ever since. Tracy, this is for you. Southern Cross shine distant, beacon in the night, constellations burning, beckoning light. Troubled above, darkness falls, a Orion is broken, the eagle is lost. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Mountains of rain reflect the pain. We hear the swirling of the wind. Clouds of tears undiminished by the years, haunting us over and over again. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Empty the clouds, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? Slate looks clean, but underneath the chalk remembers souvenirs. Empty the clouds, some in the wind. How many times we start over again? Ryan is back in the southern sky. Prophets know the eagle will fly. Southern Cross shines closer, beacon in the night. Constellations burning, beckoning bright. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. Raining down to the ground, stars fall from the sky. Life is changed, rearranged in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. If I should call you up, invest a dime, and you say you belong to me and ease my mind, imagine how the world would be so very fine, so happy together. I can see me loving nobody for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it's said to be the only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight, so happy together. See me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. So happy together, pa-pa-pa-pa. How is the weather, pa-pa-pa-pa, 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 pa-pa-pa-pa. Imagine I'm writing this for my old buddies at Facebook. She wrote me a message on paper that was torn. It said, Foxtrot uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar uniform. I focused on that message, trembling in my hand. It took me a minute, it took another minute, it took a lot of minutes for me to understand. It means that she don't love me anymore. It means she wants to break my heart and nail it to the floor. But the only thing that hurts me, that breaks my heart in two, I'm pretty sure the man she loves looks a lot like you. I sent her back a question, got a message in return. It says, Foxtrot uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar uniform. I looked again in silence at the message in my hand. It took me a minute, it took another minute, it took a lot of minutes for me to understand. It means that she don't love me anymore. It means she wants to break my heart and nail it to the door. But the only thing that hurts me, that breaks my heart in two, I'm pretty sure the man she loves looks a lot like you. I can't believe she loves you after all that we've been through. Oh, whiskey tango foxtrot, oh, whiskey tango foxtrot, oh, whiskey tango foxtrot, I owe you. I'm sending you a message not so warm. It says, Foxtrot uniform, Charlie, Kilo, Yankee, Oscar uniform. I hope it all confuses you, messes up your plan. Takes you a minute, a whole lot of minutes, a lifetime of minutes for you to understand. A lifetime, you hear me? A lifetime of minutes. I just don't think you're allowed to destroy humanity, mess with the minds of teenage girls, undermine democracy, make a pandemic worse, engage in human trafficking, and all manner of scams and not face some kind of accountability. And I don't know if I'm going to get to do anything about this, but I'm doing my darndest. When I was a boy, I heard the preacher say, son, you better mind your step, or they'll be hell to pay. He offered up a paradise of angels, harps, and stuff, but that cannot compare with you. Your paradise enough. You tell me you're still looking, that I should keep looking too. But I'm happy to keep waiting, 'cause paradise is in a place with you. When I went to school, I heard the teachers say, you're going to the devil, boy, unless you change your way. She smacked me with a ruler, a message from the Lord. I stuck to my principles, and you are my reward. You tell me you're still looking, that I should keep looking too. But I think I'll keep waiting, 'cause paradise is in a place with you. Paradise is anywhere your greatest dreams come true. On a beach or mountaintop, whatever works for you. Some may need a journey, some find it at home. Paradise is in your head, wherever you may roam. Got to work, I heard the boss man say, dude, you look like trouble, bust your ass and pray. I didn't let him scare me, I always chose my way. For me you are the answer, each and every day. You tell me you're still looking, that I should keep looking too. I'm happy to keep waiting, 'cause paradise is in a place with you. Of heaven, deliver me in a black-winged bird. I think of flying down into a See your pens and feathers and all the other instruments of faith and sex and God in the belly of a black-winged bird. Don't try to feed me, I've been here before. I deserve a little more. I belong in the service of the Queen. I belong anywhere but in between. She's been crying and I've been thinking I am the Rain King. And I said, Mama, 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 why am I so alone? I cannot go outside, I'm scared I might not make it home. I'm alive, but I'm sinking in. If there's anyone at home at your place, darling, why don't you invite me in? Don't try to bleed me, 'cause I've been there before. I deserve a little more. I belong in the service of the Queen. I belong anywhere but in between. She's been lying and I've been singing, and I am the Rain King. Hey, I only want the same as anyone. Henderson is way, hating for the sun. Oh, it seems night endlessly begins and ends. After all the dreaming, I come home again. When I think of heaven, deliver me in a black-winged bird. I think of dying, lay me down in a field of flame and heather. Render up my body into the burning heart of God in the belly of a black-winged bird. Don't try to bleed me, I've been here before. I deserve a little more. I belong in the service of the Queen. I belong anywhere but in between. She's been dying and I've been drinking, and I am the Rain King. I am the Rain King. I am the Rain King. All right. One more song. I want to thank you all for watching, and it's such a privilege to be able to do this. I played a show a couple weeks ago at Sweetwater for Ben Fong Torres, and he asked me if I would play Here, There, and Everywhere. And if you don't play music, this won't make any sense or mean anything to you. But it's a cold start. I'm going out to do one song, and it's all by myself, and it's Here, There, and Everywhere, which, of the songs I do, I do a bunch that are technically complicated. That's a tough one, and it's partly complicated because everybody knows it cold, and so you just, the slightest flub's a disaster. And, the thing is, if I weren't doing these solo shows, I wouldn't be able to do that. And I thank you for that. This one's for Ann, too, as so many of the ones today are. When I was young, Well, I was also poor. My luck was bad, and I could never score. Every day was strange, but then my fortunes changed. Fell in love like never before. I fell in love when you first walked through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. I look at you, I can't believe you're real. 'Cause in every way, you are my ideal. Living in a dream, weed and wine and ice cream. You have to know how great you make me feel. I fell in love when you first walked through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. I can't pretend to be cool. You can see through me like glass. My cards are facing up again. You always know what's up again. When I'm out of line, you're there to kick my ass. I was saying, darling, I fell in love when you first walked through that door. And every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. More and more and more. More and more and more. Every day I love you more and more. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week. And November 6th, I think, is the next Moon Alice show. It will be outdoors again in Auburn. So if you can make the trip up to Auburn, California, home of Aikida pies, and, you know, the apple pies, I suspect, and the probably pumpkin pies will be happening in a big way at Aikida. But anyway, we'll be playing there and expecting a lovely venue and a great time. And so we hope you'll all join. We're working on a big tour for next year, just hoping and praying that we'll be able to go indoors and travel and all that kind of stuff. So we hope to see a lot of you then too. So take care. And again, if you can, please sign up for, you know, Apple Music or Spotify or Amazon, whatever, and follow Moon Alice and, you know, share it with friends, create playlists, be part of the scene. Thanks so much. We'll see you again soon. And again, we appreciate it. You know, on behalf of the band, we just love and appreciate you always. Thanks. And thank you to Patrick. Patrick came all the way up here today because we had a technical glitch last week that some of you noticed. And it turned out, yeah, it was probably my fault. And but we had some equipment that frankly has just gotten used so much it was no longer working properly. And so Patrick fixed the whole thing, and now it's like seriously automated and state of the art, and there's a command center back there that he can control from anywhere. And huge thanks to Patrick. See you next week.